Hi Drew, this is Kurt. This seemed the quickest way to kind of explain what I'm thinking for the gutter fixes. These are some pictures that I had for a while of A2, A1, and A3. Rollo had measured the gutter from our cladding to the center of the drain for A2. The the plumber's drain is 8 and 7/16 to the left of center. That will matter because we're not really going to have a gutter there anymore. A1, it's 3/4 to the right of center, and A3, it's 9 inches to the right of center. So here's the CAD file, kind of showing that's our gutter shape. There's the bottom of it, and our cutout and where the drains need to go. But that's a little 2D, so I tried to do a 3D deal. And there's the gutter bottoms as a model. And I moved the drain over here, and this drain, the crosshatched ones, are where they got to go to. So, it's a matter of closing holes and cutting new ones. And I'm not real sure what your guy there can do for cutting. Where these two holes go, this is the end of the A3, and this is the A2, A1. So let me just turn something on. I don't know if we should make a template. The orange would be a template that we laser cut. And we could either do it with a round hole or a square hole if we want to put an access panel. The problem with an access panel is we put it in this one, but it can't be in that one. I'm not sure which way to go with that. But let me kind of show you what the cutouts need to be if we would do that. So if I go back around here and show it to you from top, hang on. So what they need to do on this one is cut this weird crescent shape, and that's where I thought it would be best to do a template so they'd have a guide where to cut. Let me just subtract it out of the model, and you'll see that then. Let me go back and do that twice. Rushing as I do things. So there, now you can see what we have to kind of cut away to get a nice round hole in it. And if I turn on you can see it would look funny that way, so we have to have infill pieces as well. So here's the infill for the one. And now if they were all the same color, it would be repaired. The splice joint's going to be off center of the drain. I really don't know why they don't just bend the drain over for the 3/4 of an inch. It sure makes a whole lot more sense to me. Offsetting the hole just draws attention, as far as I can tell. So let's go back here and look at it from inside. So here are the infill pieces we would need to get made. Let me pull them out and we can look at them. So this one's just 1 1/8 tall and curved as a wrapper. This is a flat disc that's easy enough to laser cut. And this is another wrapper. I think they would just fish something in there. It's like 1/8 by 1/8 square. I did it because I'm in a computer. But when those go into the panel, they fill it up and you can see it's making the right collar. And we just leave the old one sit. It doesn't hurt anything. And then they just have to fill this joint right here and then refinish it to match the adjacent metal. And we're right where we need to be. And on this one, our infills look like this, and they're both the same. Yeah, sorry, don't mean to make you. You got a little half moon and a rectangle, and then when you put that in there, that's what you need over there. I'm going to turn this off. And then the infill on here, we just need to make a ring 1 inch tall. They cut the hole, we put that on top, and that would be our opening for the drain there. Unless we want to go looking at access panels, which I'm not sure we want to do it. So we would need two half moons like this, two rectangles like that, a template to cut the round hole, a template to cut the crescent hole, the crescent infill, and these two rolled rings to go with that. It's not a lot of metal. It's like less than 1 square foot. But that's what I'm thinking for fixing those two gutters. Let me go back to that. For A1 and A3. Then we can go back and look at what we have to do for A2. If I go back to my other CAD file, I've already started the fix to make new drain pieces for up here. And we're just going to take this and extend it over and move the drain outlet over and then cut this back. And that'll work just fine. So those three pieces will get going and get made. My only questions are, what does your local guy feel comfortable doing that can be refinished on this bottom of this shape? And what can he cut, and do we need templates to help him cut? So maybe the video will help you kind of convey some of that to him and get back to me, and then I can start pulling things together and do what we got to do. Thanks a lot. I'll talk to you later.